And so tonight, we just want to say a massive welcome to all of our many, many listeners, followers who have been with us for the first time. We want to say you are highly welcome on this faithful day where we remember all of our loved ones who have departed from us as a family, as a nation. We stand together in one voice to say, let all their souls and all faithful departed rest in perfect peace. And tonight we want to dedicate the show also to all the family that are going through challenges at this point in time. Maybe you have lost your loved ones, or perhaps you are just having some issues that is very, very tough for you. We want to say we dedicate this show to you by standing up with you in this most challenging time. Again, we say a massive welcome to the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union. This is the only place that we have access to talking about issues that unfold in Liberia, especially when we talk about agriculture. Here, everything about us here focuses directly on agriculture and the best way out of poverty. So again, we are joined in by our professor, and other professors will also join, and the team will be here. But until then, we want to say you are highly welcome. Kindly share the show to everyone. We want this message to go across the world. So kindly share this message. Kindly share, kindly share. And this is how we like to work.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union. With Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact, organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abba Organic Farm, the Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880 547 543 or 0776 570 925 or 0886 199 or 0777 567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387, and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partner for good, and this is how we like to begin the show tonight. And thanks for being a part of us. Share this video across the nation. The world needs to know who we are and where we are right now. And so I'm joined by a team of professors who are here, and our director is also here. We will give them the opportunity to kindly introduce themselves, and then we will then adapt into the program tonight. And our program will be centered around the importance of getting together as a union. What are the importance? Why should we then be able to call people to form a union? What is the significant reasons behind that? And how can those reasons benefit the citizen across the nation? And this is the point of discussion tonight. So we are open to your comments and we are looking forward for more into interjunctions, and give us your own analysis of the topic tonight, and then together we can then move forward. So I would like to welcome those that are online with us. I see your comments. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for joining in, and we are also going to read your comment at the end of the show. So thank you again. So we're on the line with Professor CP first, and then with the other professor will also introduce herself. So Professor CP, the line is open up to you, please. Your phone is still muted. Okay, I think Professor is still struggling in terms of connection. Professor, if you are getting us, okay. Your your phone is still muted, so everything you're saying, we are not getting you, Professor. Yeah, so you are on now. We can get you now.
I'm good evening to all.
Good evening, Professor,
Yes,
and
good
you're
evening
highly
to
welcome.
all. Good evening to you, our CEO in the studio. And want okay, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor. But we didn't get to know your full name and your background, please. Okay, I think there is still a problem in terms of the internet because I see his internet playing off. So as we wait for Professor to come back in, okay, he's then. Yeah, Professor.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah,
think
as
we
I was
can.
saying,
Yeah,
I
I
said
think.
thanks so much.
Mhm.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, yes, it's okay now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I am saying thanks so much for this wonderful topic, which is very, very important when it comes to unity and any success that will come. It can also come when people are not united. So the topic indeed is genuine to be favorably discussed. And my input is that we really need to have all the farmers united with specific knowledge as to what ABBA stands for and what the intentions of ABBA is, and how they can participate and make the best of their activities and how it can benefit them. So this is the route we need to take to see how we can bring the farmers together and bring all of those who are stakeholders together, and then we begin to speak with one voice. Because if we speak with one voice, I'm quite sure people will want to listen to us. So I strongly believe that it is time for us to put into motion this unity process. So I think we can do that by
Okay, I think Professor is still having internet problem. So therefore, we will proceed with the program and we expect his return. But on that note, due to the connections, we will definitely continue moving until he can come back. Hopefully he's back. Okay. Welcome back, Professor.
Yeah, so as I was saying, if we can succeed in coming together, thank you so much. Thank you. If we can succeed in coming together, there's nothing that will be so difficult for us to achieve. And so I want to encourage everyone who is currently on the platform to discuss this issue and make their input. But I strongly believe and feel that we need to unite, we need to bring the farmers together and then speak with one voice and with one objective.
Thank you so much, Professor. But the listening audience did not get to hear where you
So
from.
I'll stop
Who?
here and give the others chance to bring in their views.
Thank you, Professor. But the listening audience did not get to know who are you. So maybe if you can please go back on it. The network was not too strong, so we didn't get to know who is Professor CP. Professor, are you getting us? Okay, we will come back. For our listening audience who do not know who is Professor Sipi, he is the dean of the Agriculture College at the University of Liberia, and he is the present dean of the Agriculture College, the University of Liberia, and he will definitely give us more details of his background. Uh, Hello, Professor. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yeah, I'm listening. I
yeah.
said
So
I
we,
will
we
stop here for now and give the others chance to make their input.
Okay, Professor, thank you. But then we wanted you to please introduce your background to the listening audience. I know majority of those that are listening to us have come from the walls of where you are right now, and they are, they are anxious to be knowing who is speaking. And so, please, if you can just tell us a bit background or who you are, who is Professor CP, and where he represents. Professor.
Yeah, I did network.
Yes, the network. Okay, while we wait on Professor Kamuya is here with us. So we want to give Professor Kamuya the opportunity to kind of introduce himself to us and the listening audience who have just joined us for the first time. We wholeheartedly welcome you. But we have our professor here who is going to give us those educations that we need when it comes to agriculture and the structure in which the Aba Organic Farm is moving ahead with, and some of the need for us to come together as a body, as union, as farmers. Why is it important? So we got Professor Gamoya here who's going to talk a little bit more on that. Thank you. Professor, it's over to you, please.
Well, thank you very much, CEO, for giving me the opportunity to talk to our people. I'm Augustine Gomuyo from the Colleton University. I work with the Agriculture College, more especially the Animal Science Department. Yeah, we can hear our people saying, one tree cannot make a forest. One tree cannot make a forest. And that is very true because in agriculture we get different departments, and people goes to this department to learn different things. So if this group coming together, put different idea together, we know that it can work. And more especially in agriculture, if you want to be successful in agriculture, don't do it as individual. You do it as individual, you may not succeed. All depend your financial strength. You have the financial capability where is enough. But if you don't, then it's good for you people to come together as group, cooperative, as the organic farmers are doing now, coming together with different ideas. What I will talk to for my department in the organic farming farmers cooperation. My department I interested in is the animal science department. And the animal science department is a very good department because it gave us quick money, and then we work hand in hand. In this organic, our organic organization, we had people from the agronomy, which is the vegetable, people from the red side to produce red production. And I told you that agriculture, one department cannot make it. All of this department come together, it, it really can be successful. For example, we the animal farmers, where will we get the animal feeds from? Again, we will get it from the rest people, we will get it from the vegetable people. So all of these ideas coming together, working together, we will meet our common goal. We will meet our common goal. And in this department, which is the animal science department, we will do many things. We will do many things. For example, pig farming, we will engage in. We will not only farm, but we will call other farmers, like the local farmer we are talking about, because we will be buying now their produce from them. We will now train them to produce more, to produce the best quality meat so that we can get it from them and able to ship it. And Liberia as a whole eat a lot of meat, eat a lot of air. So again, our organic farming will again have our poultry farm. This poultry farm, we will supply egg and also we will supply meat. You see there? And then one of the department that really people are in knowing in Liberia is the senior farming. Senior
Mm-hmm.
farming get a lot of money again. People, senior meat is very rich, very much rich because senior meat are white meat and people love to eat white meat. So again, we are going to do a senior farming. From senior farming again, we will first start with that three, the pig farming, the senior farming, and the birds, which is the chicken farming. When time go by, if the land we have, if we have swamp, we go into fishery. That is very good. That is very good. So we will not do it alone. The department will not do it alone, as I said first. The department will depend on everybody in this organization for support. For support. More especially the strength. The strength we have, the energy. We all want to put our energy into use so that we can be successful. If the animal department are successful, our is successful. So we are not doing it. It's not competition. We are doing or we will engage in those areas so that we really can benefit or our people can benefit. So we will really want to embark in this area. But you know, we can't just do all at once. Animal farming, we got plenty of things to do. We can't do all as one. So we will start it little by little. When we start one, is we are successful, we add another one. 2 years, 3 years, our goal will be met. And one thing we will want to do, not just for producing, but a research purpose. A research purpose. Some of our animals, for example, the goat we have in Liberia is the African dwarf goat, and they can really grow right? They can't really grow. We can't get really meat on them. But other go in other country, they get meat. Can we research? Can somebody go and take the semen from other animal, other places that have more meat, and we do artificial insemination? So this program is our research purpose, where we will teach our local farmers how to farm these things so that they can benefit, not the primitive way, not the primitive way of farming, not only our local animals. Yes, indeed, our local animals have certain characteristics that we love, that we don't want them to go away. For example, they can withstand the disease, they can withstand the environment where we are now. So, introducing the new one that is bringing the semen, we inseminate our local one, it will get all the money one. So research is important now in our day, because research can make us to do many things. So I will stop there. Other people talk, then we'll come back again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, and we are glad that you are here with us and giving us those wonderful educational topic tonight that brings to light the importance of us focusing on animals, farming, because it is good that we know the importance, what are our benefit in getting involved into it, that will allow us then to now to be motivated in doing it. So we say thank you so much. And as we continue the topic tonight, we know that we're going to get much more education on animal farming. So we like to say a massive thanks to you and the entire body of the BWI, one of Liberia's most educative institution. And this institution has graduated thousands of Liberians across the nation. And we believe by just bringing Professor Gamoya here would then add more to us by giving more ideas on the educational part of it, because we all just think agriculture is just about making a farm. No, agriculture spreads in different areas, and different areas contribute to the fulfillment or to the success of agriculture. And we believe you can grow the rice, but if you do not have any other substance to have the rice eating with, you still will be lacking the nutrition that you need. So by allowing him to come with them, allow us to understand the significance of his fee in agriculture to us. So thank you. Thank you so much. So now we're going to go over to our director. He's here tonight. He's going to be telling us a bit about himself and the way forward. Thank you, director. You are highly welcome.
Yeah, thank you, CEO in studio there. We want to say thank you for giving us the privilege to be able to participate on this show. And I'm Augustine J. Jackson, Senior Coordinator and Director of the Press about Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. And the topic here tonight is highly interesting, and it's important for our people out there to know the reason why we, our Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, have established the union to bring the farmers together. One of the major things is that over the past time, we noticed that our farmers, they've been all by themselves doing things the way in which they think they're able to do it. But just been going around the circle, and there's no level of improvement. Year in, year out, the situation will remain the same. And the vision came about one person who is our CEO. She had the vision, and then she had brought it to us. We did it right, and we see there's a need for change within the agriculture sector of Liberia. And like what our professor said, one person cannot, or one tree cannot make a forest, and it makes sense. The only way we will succeed is that we have to do it jointly, collectively, with unity. Then we will succeed. Now, over the past time, we have been visiting various farmers, getting the information, getting to know what have been those problems that have been hindering the progress within the agricultural activities, and we have discovered many. And because they were unable to speak on the issue, so people were just going and falling into the same hole. Like when you get there, you think that, oh yeah, even though agriculture is very good and it is profitable, but then you go, you open a farm, maybe you spend maybe $10,000, then at the end time, you don't even generate that $10,000 before I say you maybe have some level of interest. You see, that's a high loss. So now these issues have to be resolved or be solved first. Then we see how best we can improve the sector. And like what you're doing, I want to commend you because you are connecting us internationally and we're working on that. You have done that and it is highly commending from you. So like what we're about to begin, and we are uniting, bringing together the farmers here in Liberia, telling them the importance. So we need to come together to do it together and see how best we all can progress together, because the only way we have to line it together, we speak on it together, those issues that is affecting us will be able to speak on it together. When a group of people come out together to speak on the issues, there will be a change. But one person just go and sit somewhere, you talk who nobody get your time, but let 10, 15% come together and start to speak. Like what we're doing, we have been going around getting the information and we're seeing the level of change that is coming up. There's a whole lot of progress in the making around. And that's what we stand for. We the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. That's what we say. No, we'll not rest, no sleeping, no resting until we change life. And we remain focused, committed to that. So I want all our farmers out there who listening to me, please carry out the message. Like when I go around, I always tell them, you please carry on the message, inform our people that we need to come together, because the only way we will succeed, excepting we come together. You remain there, we will not succeed. So we accept the fact that we need to come together and see how best we can jointly put ideas together and work. Like the vision of the Aba Organic Farm is to bring the unity, to bring everybody in one accord, and then we see how best we all will progress together. Now, when it comes to the progress, we know there are a whole lot of bases, there are a whole lot of implementation that need to be done. And that's why we're working on it gradually. We know there's need for storage, we know there's need for the market, we know there's need for a road, because these are major, major issues. And then the main one again, we need the financial aspect, because even you have the road or you have the market, if you don't have the finance to support the farming activities, you won't succeed. So it's all surrounding that, but we're working on it, and we want all of our farmers to come together so we can be able to succeed in this process. Now I've been going around, I've been telling them, and we've been getting the information. See the level of living condition our farmers here are faced with is highly deplorable. So we have come, the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union have come to give light to our farmers, to bring them together so that we all can progress together. And we have a whole lot of instructors here that will be educating our farmers, will be telling them what they should do and what they shouldn't do to see how best we can improve. But before I go further, I think I will just stop here, and then I want to tell you thank you, to commend you in studio for the level of hard work that you doing for us as a farmer in Liberia. You know, it takes somebody who got Liberia at heart to be doing what they're doing, what you're doing, because it is highly commending. I must applaud you for that. You know, over the past time when we started, you know, it's not been easy, and we holding it together. And it is because of your courage and the support that you gave us. You know, it gave me the courage that we will succeed. And I'm seeing the light, and I know other too, because each person I carry the message to, they say yes. You know, that's one thing I want to thank God for, because Not a day I've ever carried the issue of Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union that there's a need for everybody to join the union. And they tell me, say, oh, you move from here. The moment I tell them about the Aba Organic Farm, I see group and group of people start to gather together just to listen to Abba, the verse of Abba, or the dream or the vision of Abba. And that I want to commend you for. And I say thank you. But I will stop right here. I'm Augustine J. Jackson again, a senior coordinator and director of the press. You listen to some of the interview, maybe going around getting it. We there, supported by our CEO there in studio. So I want to say thank you, and I'll stop so far.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So I'll also join online here by Professor Sikri once more because of the internet connectivity. Professor Sikri is with us. Just know that he's with us and he's listening, and he's also going to do his own contribution towards this incredible topic tonight. But in order for us to know who is the Abba Organic Farm, what is the dream behind the Abba Organic Farm? Where did this come from? Why is it important that we should even come out to be talking about the Abba Organic Farm? Anyway, they have so many farming institutions in Liberia. They have the Ministry of Agriculture in Liberia. And besides, Liberia is comprised of maybe 80 to 90%, I may not be accurate, percent when it comes to agriculture. So there are very smallholder farmers across the nation. But this entire Abba Organic Farm is about us as Liberians. The need that we have to then grow as a family, as a nation, with a population that is growing every day. Matter of fact, we are still waiting for the census for details. Yeah, I know some details did come up, but we are still standing to wait for the last outcome of the census that will give us the actual picture of the population within Liberia. But as we stand, we know Liberia is hating at least more than 5 billion people, million people rather. So that means that we have more to deal with when it comes to food production. And it's not just to produce any kind of food. How are we to produce this food? And how can we then be able to benefit from the very food that we are going to be producing or have been producing? So the dream of the Abba Organic Farm came out from the nowhere. When I say from the nowhere, we didn't have a particular format to say, okay, this is the identical format you have. No, it came out of the cry of the innocent people. Their dream came out of the cry of this woman that is sitting here. I have farmed all of my life. I've been part of farming institution. When I say my mom, I said that before, my mother was into farming and she had us. She used to then move from the farm and do businesses that had us attending schools that were able to help us. And besides, during the 1990s, we didn't die, all of us. I mean, most of the people didn't die only because of the gunshot. 60% of the death that occurred around the 90s, from 89 and into 1990 and beyond, came out of starvation. Many of those that was hit by bullets would have survived if only they had the right food that could help them take right medications. Some of them would have been around. And they are not here today, but they bear me witness that their lives could be safe if only they have food. At least it could help them to walk into different areas. It could help them to gain that strength to move from one point to another. But most of the population died out of starvation. We saw families who lost their lives in the hands of hunger. And so this is where the Abba Organic Farm came from. It came from that area where we had nothing. We had no food to eat. Matter of fact, we were walking days and just looking for where we can find something to eat. And one of the places that we had our help from, we had it from these people who have then made farms. And maybe because of the war, they have left the whole farm and they have ran into a particular area. And we, as displaced as we were, we could then just march into their farm and have something. Even if it is just a corn, we could live on it and survive for it. And because of that, we were able to walk from one point to another. We did survive, not only because the bullet didn't hit us, but we did survive because someone then made the plan to plant a garden. That was a backyard garden, or that was a farm, or there was something that they did because our ports were closed. We didn't have income to say investors were going to bring in food and before the war finished. No, our ports were being closed. So that means we had little besides international community trying, at least in the 91, 92, to be able to bring safe and bring food. We had to survive with what we had at that time. And because of those things I went through, I was there during the war. I didn't leave Liberia. So I did experience exactly what I'm saying now. So based on all of those facts, I then realized that we cannot depend on importation of food to sustain ourselves. We do not hope that the port will close, but we also should look at the needs that we can then be able to provide food. Because one particular group of people may have failed national lives, and that what brought the war. And the war didn't come for one person, it hit everywhere and hit anyone. So no one was exempted to what happened, and we experienced it in bitterness and sorrows. Wasted years. We didn't have opportunity to go to the schools that we wanted to go. The dreams and the vision of so many young people at that time were perished because most of them lost their lives, and most of them have not yet afforded the opportunity to go back to those days, as those days have gone now. So we then have that today to deal with. So we still have a multitude of Liberians who had dreams that left within them. And today, we are still, after killing ourselves for years, we still stand online to look in the hands of international community or to look in the hands of importers to supply us food. So then the dream then came back and resonated and said, no, as you were told in the 90s, that whenever you have the opportunity, you will then be able to go and be able to help people and understand the need of us being able to feed ourselves. So I then had to abide by that because this is what saved my life. So what I think we are doing now is to be able to save the lives of many others that may not have the opportunity to speak on these topics. So tonight, the Abba Organic Farm is not a secret place that we are hiding, or it's not a cultic place, or it doesn't have any political engineers behind them. They have some political scene. No, the Abba agenda is an accurate agenda. It's a focused agenda, and it's determined to ensure that we do not remain the backers we were in the 90s, and then in 2022 or 2023, we still remains the same. That's why we are growing every muscles to know that the Abba Organic Farm is here for us as Liberians to see and embrace the new vision of having a farmers union, that we can come together to better strengthen our food productivities, to also empower us. Please mute your phone. Your phone is still, yeah, okay. To empower us as Liberians, because where we are right now, we only depend mostly on how much input we have. And that's why import rate can go higher at any point in time and we struggle, or it can be a delay and then we are out of food. And it could be a struggle because it may take a little bit of time for it to be delivered in different areas and different communities. So the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is standing as a bridge, is standing as a nation that we can come together and form this union and work with it, that we can increase our own health needs by making sure we have the right food, as well as this can be a source of income. Instead of looking at agriculture as just something to eat, we can then look at agriculture as a source of income. All around the world, every successful country focuses its strength in agriculture because there is a need to eat every day. There is a need that somebody has to have something to eat. So for those that have been watching, the hands behind the Aba Organic Farm is no political. The hands behind the Aba Organic Farm has no intention of wanting to run or do something. The hands behind the Aba Organic Farm is an objective that we as Liberians also can produce. That mindset that we can be able to do what we are asked to do. We can genuinely produce a rice, we can produce the fish, we can produce the cassava, we can then produce the vegetables and even the animals. We can do it. Guinea is doing it, Sierra Leone is doing it, Ivory Coast is doing it, Liberia is no exemption. And we believe that as we grab the opportunity of coming together, we will then be able to find a strength in making sure that every department functions accurately to give us a better and a sustainable outcome. So thank you. This is what we are all about. For those that have never gotten the vision of Aba Organic Farm, is for us to come together and strengthen our nation productivity. Thank you so much. And so we'll just go back onto the line as we are joined by Professor CP as he gave us his tip on what we have just talked about. Professor, it is the lines to you, Professor CP, if you are getting us.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Thank you so much for explaining the vision and the purpose of Aba Organic Farm. But the subject under discussion, we have to do with uniting ourselves. I want to chip in that although survey have been done from country to country, from institution to institution,
Yes, go ahead, Professor. We're getting you.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. We are getting you. Oh, God.
of Aba Organic Farm. What I mean is that we need to begin
Hello?
we need to do some
Yeah, sorry, Professor CP was still on the line. If we can just please wait, let it end, then we can come in, please. Yeah, Professor.
have been done,
Mm-hmm.
and then the farmers are enthusiastic about the Aba Organic Farm, but that does not say that all of them are going to be members So there's a need to identify who those are going to consider members. We need to, as we go along, so that those that will be identified as members can come together and then we speak with one voice. So this is my own input, because we may think that everyone that is speaking is actually a member, but they are not. So when I identify those who are members of ABBA, it's an essential step for us to do. So I want to encourage us all to see how best we can begin to identify those who are indeed going to be members, full members of this ABBA organic farm. They will be able to regularly speak with members, speak with localities, and speak with different purposes in different areas. So this is so far I can talk for now for this topic and give other people the chance.
Thank you so much, Professor. And that was Professor Sikri of the UL. So thank you, Professor. And so the line is also open. We want to welcome 2951. Sorry, 2951.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, I had some tactical issue and coming back, So I don't know what is the main discussion tonight, because I've been out for some time now. So can just join the conversation just now, and the professor was, about to conclude his statement.
Okay, all right. So what we will do, we'll get back to you why you try to get the information. Maybe another person will get to speak a bit about it, and then you can then get more information on that. Because of the time fasting. Okay. So 6158. Number 6158. Okay, struggling with the line. Six 158. If you are hearing us, 6158. And also 2951. If you please mute your phone. We keep getting a background from you. If you mute your phone, please. Please mute your phone. We are getting signal from you. Please mute your phone. 2951. Please mute your phone. 2951. Please mute your phone. We're still getting a signal from you, and it's disturbing the connection online. Please mute your phone. 61. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, Director, are you okay? You can now speak.
Calvin, please mute your phone. Yes. At least I've been struggling to be on, and I'm on finally.
Okay. So okay. I think he's still struggling in terms of the line. So that way we would, Director, you getting us?
Yes.
Okay, so we got very limited time now, so we just want to hear from you about the topic. Okay, so in that light, we will get back to Professor Gamuya on that topic. What is your take on it? Professor Gamuya, is you, and your phone is muted.
Okay. Yeah, so we have been preaching unity, and that is very good and very fine in our days. So we have to be united. Then that will really help us to follow, to make the desirable outcome we really want. And Professor Sikwi was talking about who is the members, and that is very important because
Please mute your phone as you come on. Please mute your phone.
so as he was
Okay.
saying
Mm-hmm.
about the membership, that is very much important because we will want to have thousands, 10,000, but all the 10,000 can be members
Mm-hmm.
because this is Liberia. Everybody want join and benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So we really have to distinguish both the farmers and the members of the organization. That will
Mm-hmm.
really help us so that we can speak with one voice. So if we just leave it open, sometimes it will be difficult. So if we come together and then knowing everybody position, it will surely help us. It will surely help us because people will be given tasks. We leave it open, nobody will want to take responsibility.
Yes.
But if we come together and everybody is tasked, you are the one that performing this task, that person will be serious because they want to see outcome. So that will really help us not to just leave it open. Then those farmers, what will be their benefit? Training them, training those farmers, helping them with the knowledge, and then they are producing. We getting it from them. They are partly a member because they will benefit that way. They will sell their produce and they will get money. They will benefit and they will be happy. So what the professor said, I support him. I support him. That will surely help us because organizations is very much important. When we are organized how to do things, it will be really divine, and everybody's role will be divine. And when you are not working, people will know that yes, so and so person not working. So we want that to happen very soon so that we all can be serious and work. Not only coming here and talk, then daybreak we relax. No. For example, now the world low is on fuel pricing now. The world low
Mm-hmm.
is on fuel pricing. So you see, some people are relaxed. Oh, mind, I
Mm-hmm.
just talking at night. I come on the show, I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Daybreak and not working. Okay, like our man, like my niece August, he working. He calls every time program coming. He will call. Oh, we discussing something and something. That is his responsibility. His responsibility have been divine. That is why he working that way. And you see, oh, night coming, you connect us. That is your role. It have been divine. But what about the other people? We just can't and
Mm-hmm.
talk and go. That will not be good. So we
Mm-hmm.
need to work on that very soon. We
Mm-hmm.
know that everything will not take effect this year, but next year we should be speaking in different tone. We should be seeing
Yes.
results. That will surely help us. So thank you
Mm-hmm.
very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. And that's very welcoming. The structure must be built in order for us to have a desirable income. Outcome rather. We must be able to have a system built that will allow people to function in their own capacity. And this is what we will take seriously. And we hope to achieve that because together we will have to achieve. So definitely, this is going to be considered one of the strongest recommendation that we will definitely be able to spread out and make sure that we do what we are asked to do or needs to do for the outcome that we expected to have. Thank you so much. And so, because we have very limited time now, we will then move
Yes,
over.
I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, I
director.
think I'm getting you clear. Yes, you try getting to me. Yeah, just what Gomeo said. I think you and myself were just talking on similar thing like that few days ago, because you observe that the weakness of the team will actually come out if we don't really define their role or even unite them. So we need to make sure that we actually explain to our team their responsibility and what they're supposed to do and how they should go about to do it, and then the role in which we will be able to supervise them and what we need of them, because we observe that from the past time we have actually been declining when it comes to followers. Those that are following us, those that are actually waiting to participate, to check on our social media platform, to check on us, we are declining. You know, at least from January we're up, but now we are declining. So it's like we need to actually make sure that we have that done, be able to unite the team, and then be able to explain their various roles and guide them in our life to get a better result for them. Yes, and that's the only way we can get what we need.
Thank you so much. And so we will then go on to Professor Sigby, who will give us his final because our time is running out. Professor Sigby, it's over to you for your final statement on the issue.
Yes, I want to say thanks to all of the participants of this meeting, and I want to encourage them to always participate in these discussions, because it is only by so doing we're able to know where we are going and what we can do. As I said, the process of getting the membership of the organization is starting up, and I think we need to think in that line and set up a basic means by which this can be done. It's a difficult thing to go through the entire country, but I'm quite sure with a proper plan it can be achieved. So I want to encourage us all to make focus and do our best so that our organic farmers union can succeed. So thank you so much for making me a part of this important discussion.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor, and have a pleasant good night. It was very educative hearing from you and sharing with us that idea that will bring more ingredients into the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union plans. So thank you so much. For those that have just joined us, we were then able to discuss the importance of coming together as a farmer and why is it necessary that we have, we come together? What is Aba Organic Farm all about? And why should we even be focused on the Aba Organic Farm? So we were able to lay out most of our background of where we came from and where we are right now. And we will finally, before I can close, but your phone is so loud. Please mute your phone. Jesus. If you, yeah, because there is very deep backgrounds that also distract our listeners. So thank you. So if you didn't follow in the beginning, if you just listen to the video, it will give you much more informations. Because our time is out, we got less than 3 minutes, so we cannot recap. But that's for you who have not follow us from the beginning. So okay, we are about to close, but before we can close, we then want to get our final statement from our Professor Gamoya and Professor and Director, yes, soon to be Professor as well.
Okay, so thank you very much. My parting words is that we want to be united. Let us come together as one body. When we come together as one, we will speak with one voice. We will fight for common goal. Our thinking, our idea will not be divided. United, we will stand. If we are divided, we will fall. So if we can with one mind in this organization, it will not take a year, the organization will fall foul. But if we came with different idea or different minds when it comes to the unity, I just go in there to see what is there, then I leave. No, we will not develop because you will not be fighting for development. But if we can, every one of us can on board to stay, we will speak with one voice and we will work. We will get our all the energy the organization need to help the Liberian people. We all will put in that energy and it will be best for us. Let me go to the Kwele vernacular. The Kwele people can say one thing. Tumban Juvagal. You know, just take pieces of broom or pieces of stick. You take one stick, it's easy to break. But 10, 15, you put it together, you tie it together to break it, it will not be easy. So if we are speaking as a group, then it will be hard for intruder to come among us and divide us. But if we are divided, then when they come, it will be easier for them to take us apart. So again, let's speak with one voice. Let's help our CEO so that the dreams she has so that it can be realized. Not everybody can dream. One person dream, everybody come and help so that that dream can be a success. You see, in the case of Joseph, in that prison, people dream, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph interpreted the dream. So the high looking, everybody had their work. Our CEO dream. We all got to help so that that dream can be successful. The only way that dream will be successful is if we are united. So again, we say thank you. I know we are united. We were not part of this for some years. We just get in. But from the report we have been getting, from the video we have been playing, I know there's unity. And we came here to support that unity. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. And it is such wonderful time to have you on this show. And we look to always welcome you back on the show. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful time with you on the show. It's been very educative, and I believe our farmers are listening. The listening audience, which is the public, both local and internationally, are also learning. And this way is the way forward. Let us come together and let us move our country forward. Our director is up to you just before we close.
Okay. Thank you again. You see, I think if we decide to do it, we must do it, and we must do it to the best of our ability. I like that because when you decide to do everything in whatever mean with the last string that you have in you, you know, you will be putting your whole mind, your whole focus, and everything within you, you'll be putting it into that place. So I just want to encourage our colleagues who maybe, are backsliding or feeling some weakness or some reluctantness. I just want to encourage them that they should strengthen themselves as they see the Aba Organic Farm. It is not for one person, it is for all Liberians, especially for our farmers, for those who engaging into the agricultural activities. No, it is for them. And it's even for our future. Because one day we will not be here and the legacy will be left behind, like what you always say. We must always do something that when you're not there, the people will be able to recognize that thing. Oh, the person here, they stood for this. But you shouldn't start it and then just leave it, then I don't think you need to do it at all. But the moment you decide to get on board, to get on the ABBA Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union board, I just want you to encourage yourself that together we can achieve. And this is for the betterment of Liberia, for our economic growth, and we are doing it to improve our farmer livelihood. As me, for me, I've been going around, I'm a living testimony to that. You see some of the people, see where they are living, where they are residing. It is very, very deplorable. People don't have even drinking water, no safe drinking water. In a whole town, no safe drinking water, no latrine. You go there, the people tell you, say, hey, Ryan, hey, people want to go into the river butchers, or we go to the creek. Is it safe? And I think the only way some of the issues will be resolved is by us coming together and working collectively to improve the agricultural activity, especially in Liberia, because they hand to multi, one day you take it, tomorrow you carry in the market, you even sell it, it turn right, get rotting. So we all, the only way we can do the thing and be successful inside, accepting we all will come together to do it, and we do it to the best of our ability. So I just want to encourage all our farmers organic farm. Wherever you are, come on board. It is for you to improve our. So please join us. Don't say, oh, I'm not aware. No, that's why we are here. We are reaching every corner, every district, every town, and every villages in Liberia. We are engaging them, telling them the necessity of. So you please come on board and let us all see how best we can improve the.
Thank you. And so, due to the time, we are very late. We have been caught up with time. So, we will just be calling the names on the page. We will not be able to read all of your comments. We beg of you that the next time, hopefully, we'll be able to name. So, we have been followed by Speak Boy Ducle, and we want to say thank you. Boy Catch, we say thank you. My J, we say thank you. And we are then also looking at Joshua Small. We say thank you. And all of these people are people who are contributed. And we have the Panel TV. They are following us around the Broadville area. We want to say thank you for sharing our messages across Broadville area. We have the Youth Tune Network Group also of company. They are watching us from Moton Corner, and we want to say a massive thanks there. Sharing this message in Moton Corner have also given us more, privilege to give the message to our people there, and also others are also finding us from different part of Liberia who didn't have the opportunity to be writing us. We also have Mr. Morris. He says Mr. Morris Ducle Jr. is also watching us, and so we want to say thanks to all of our our people that have been watching us, have been writing their comments. We value your comments. We want to assure you that all of your comments are not in vain, but rather it's been considered in a higher level. And so together we believe that we can then be able to move on with the welcoming comments from the various communities across Liberia, the overwhelming friendship requests to the Abba Organic Farm Facebook page, as well as the sharing of this information. Tell us that you have accepted us in your homes, in your heart, in your very community. You have accepted us in your institutions. You are accepted us in the nation. So we are glad to be part of this unique body work. Know that everything is going to take a bit of time. We will get to your community. We will be able to have our presence there here because we believe this is a collective Liberian workforce that will heal, but it will take us time and process. So we look out for more ideas and we are open to be listened to. Thank you. And we will be here again the same time next week. Find us here. And remember, we are also into different counties. So again, this weekend, no, not next week, but this weekend, we will be here. On Saturday, meet us here. We will be having students from the different institutions of agriculture. You know, that's the great part about it. Getting people from different areas or different institutions coming together and being able to express to us their desire of the study. They feed their own. And what are their plans and what they are looking out for? You know, we are the cry of the millions. So let us come together. So let us be the voice. Let us be able to elevate their voices to be heard, and let someone that is somewhere that needs to hear about this voice be able to hear of them. So again, I hope this show meet your expectation. As we play, we will always improve in every way that we are not improved yet. Just bear with us. We'll continue to improve. If it is the network that is not well for you and you are feeling bad, we want to encourage you. In as much as all these challenges stand, no, Liberia is above the challenge, and we can do it together. Welcome again, and good night to you and your entire family. We see you on the next edition on Saturday. God bless you. God bless Mama Liberia. Your usual host, Madam Abba A. Anase. And God bless Mama Liberia. And this is how we come to the end of tonight's broadcast. And this is how we want to say good night.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. With Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact, organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880-547-543 or 0776-570-925 or 0886-199299 or 0777-567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387, and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partner for good. This is how we come to the end of this edition. And God bless us all. And see you on Saturday. Good night. Bye.